Here we go with some more photos of past picks. These were some new old stock fountain pens that I picked out of a jewelry store, I believe, in Minnesota when I did some picking down there. This was a pedal airplane, very rare. Somebody had repainted it, unfortunately, but very rare. Bought it out of a it was a newspaper that had buy and sell ads, and bought it at 9 at night. It was, the newspaper used to come out at 11 in the morning, and surprisingly nobody had bought it, and yeah, I raced to another community to buy it. So that was a pretty cool, rare piece. Airplane ashtray stand. I've had a few of these over the years. Used to put them together as well. Used to save parts from different ashtray stands and such so I could get a nice complete unit. The problem with these things is they could have been made of scrap metal or anything like that. Scrap metal car parts or that sort of thing. So if there was a lot of impurities in them, the planes would start to crackle and then basically disintegrate. So you really had to be careful what plane you bought and what kind of condition it was in, because it could end up falling apart. And that's the same nowadays. You'll still find them kind of crackled, and that means that the impurities in the metal have basically destroyed the plane. So just don't buy them if they're starting to crack, because it's just going to get worse. You can't stop it. You barely see that, but that was a pick I went on back in the early 90s. There's a Texaco sign there, porcelain Craven A sign, Prestone fabric banner, Goodwill School Division porcelain sign. Unfortunately, that's the best photo I've got of that. There's a harvest table that I had picked. You can see that was my garage. I had a 2-car garage that I worked out of. That's a lot of Red Indian tins right there. There's a whole stack of them there. I think I may have showed you another photo of that previously as well. Table I refinished, redid. Part of my collection from years ago. Again, early 90s, mid 1990s. There's a Upton's Pure Marmalade sign, which really cool, really early sign, about 1890, 1885, thereabouts. Really cool sign, and very sought after Yahoo Mountain Dew sign with the hillbilly on it. There's a 6-foot porcelain Texaco there, double cola thermometer, Uptown thermometer, a few Coke trays. Let's see, gas pump I bought, and it was an incidental pick. I paid for the signs, I bought the signs, and the guy said that I had to take the gas pump with them. So I did, and I think I got $50 for the gas pump was all I got for it. Anyway, that was early 90s as well, so they weren't as desirable then, but I also sold it to a fellow that I wasn't getting paid properly for the stuff I had picked and sold to him, but neither here nor there. That's the way life works. Yeah, some cardboard signs there. An eczema sunburn relief sign with a polar bear on it. Limoges plate with pheasants on it. Fairly big charger, kind of a large plate. Jubilee graphic from 1887. Let's see. There's another. That's the Jubilee graphic again, I believe. That was a dispenser of some kind, but you can see other stuff there in the background in the showcase. Some opalescent shade and a few neat pieces. Jubilee graphic. There's this big display was actually a Nielsen's candy bar counter, which you can't really see because there's so much stuff on it, but lots of stuff you can see there. Had lots of smalls, of course. That's what I tend to pick a lot of. Even today is smalls. I prefer smalls. Easier to handle, easier on the back. Juicer. Some soda fountain syrup pumps. Soda fountain stuff. You can see the Nielsen's chocolates here on that big counter. Lots of cardboard soda carriers. And let's see, what do we got next here? Some black, unusual black syrup containers from a soda fountain. Those are just ads, I think, with I think cutout dolls or something I took for a customer. A Timex case. I've had several of these over the years and repaired several of them. They're really nice units to have for displaying your smalls. There it is again. For a different, that's a different one. That's a single tower one. Right there. Just a picture of a cat in the window. You can see his eyes there. I'm not sure why that photo's there, but anyway. Got some lunch boxes, or lunchbox, and several thermoses, including a Laugh-In TV one. Very scarce Canadian box. They're quite sought after. I think I sold one similar to that in much nicer condition for about $400. Some other boxes. 7-Up sign, Hawaiian surfing promotion. Oh, there's those boxes again, and boxes again, and we got some duplicates. And it's a show in Calgary, I believe. Calgary or Edmonton, I'm not sure which. Calgary, I think that's where that wall was, that they had a kind of doors in between spaces. But there's me contemplating something. But yeah, some neat stuff there. Again, part of my booth, including a Bus Depot sign, light up, and some other bits and pieces. Laura Secord light up. I've gotten 3 Laura Secord signs, including a porcelain one from a drugstore in Winnipeg. The porcelain one actually ended up being sold back to the company and ended up in their archives or their museum. There it is again with the Devotion Diamond sign below it. Soda fountain stuff. There's a soda dispenser, and this is for pies or cakes or whatever to be displayed. There's another Laura Secord sign. Took a long time to sell that. I'm not sure why. It was an early sign with the schmaltz finish on tin, but at the time it was just a little rough, and I guess people were afraid to buy rougher stuff then, even though it was quite a bit older than most things that were available. Vietnam lighter, a Zippo style lighter. I don't think it was Zippo though. There's the back of it. Another same show as that previous photo, a couple photos back. Oh, duplicate photo again. And there's the other side of my display, including I got several of these Nesbitt signs up in the corner, and I had a stack of these Melrose Coffee ones as well. The Melrose Coffee ones were from buses They were up above the seats, I believe, or on the sides of the cars, or sides of the bus. And more of the display. There's a kind of a neat plastic scale that was up here that advertised a drug type thing. There's a Bromo seltzer dispenser there. Same display again, duplicate photo. Same duplicate photo. And more stuff. There's cameras, tins, and you can see some tins up here as well. Really nice Nash 2 tin, Ivory Gloss Starch, Royal Shield tin, and some cool other pieces. There's some porcelain fire door signs here, Purity Meadow Dew sign. There's that Nesbitt's sign. I had a small stack of those. And this is a North Star Energy Globe. I did a video on this one that you can find in my videos about on picking stories. There should be a story about a globe. That's the globe that's involved in that particular story. And no, that's not the globe. Yes, it is the globe. Yes, it was. That's correct. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. And there's a RCA Victor radio clock that I picked. That came out of a florist shop, actually, and there was cardboard glued over top of the RCA Victor and dog and radio. Coca-Cola cardboard. Maserati Tea porcelain sign. Got that out of a drugstore in Winnipeg on Main Street. This was at another fellow's place, but I did buy the Prestone sign that you see here. And Coca-Cola cardboard. Greyhound flange. These were actually fairly small flanges, but porcelain. Radio service for Tungsol tubes. Backlit pan clock. Some porcelain push bars. Just kind of the start of my porcelain push bar collection. This was one country pick that I had done. You'll see a porcelain Robin Hood sign, a Coke bottle sign. Sorry, it's not focusing. There we go. Salada Tea push bar, Coke rack sign, Black Cat sign, 7-Up sign, 7-Up rack, 7-Up sign, and probably got some other smalls and stuff I didn't take photos of. Rocking horse. Emerson radio. And that one I can't fix the blurriness on because that's the photograph. Green border porcelain Coca-Cola kick plate. Fairly scarce Crescent ice cream sign. It's only one of that type of scene. And this was a gas station. This one was either in Neepawa or Saskatchewan. I'm not sure which. I think Neepawa. Rin Tin Tin chalkware lamp. Great little lot of space toys that I picked. These were out of an estate. And what the family had done, it was a family of 2 girls and a boy, and they basically would buy 3 identical toys for the kids. So some of the toys never got played with, being that the girls weren't interested in some of the toys and vice versa. But yeah, so these were some of the ones that I bought from them. This is actually quite a scarce robot there. And they were all, most of them were battery op or friction. Very cool toys. And there's a show stall I had done. I don't know where that is. Calgary, I think. Possibly. But yeah, one of my nicer setups. But some neat stuff there. There's a Diamonds neon sign in the background there. Porcelain Canada Life, Porcelain Fire Chief, some Petrox, supercharged Petrox edition pieces that go underneath the Super Chief signs. Anyway, some really neat pieces. Some bus signs. These were for a two-door Plymouth. These were really cool. There's a pick I had done. Got some Pepsi signs and a 7-Up and Orange Crush. Probably got other stuff as well. It's probably still packed in the car there. It's that's one of my Chevettes, or my Acadian actually. I think that's what that one is my Acadian. But that's what I used to pick in, was that, and got all kinds of stuff jammed in there. Steamer trunk, one of my very early buys from 1990 or 89, something like that. Tough sell. I remember paying $50 for it and getting $50 for it. There was a small quantity of these found, or maybe not a small quantity, but a quantity of these Winola signs found in Winnipeg or area. Moonbeam clock. These have a light in the side. They're celluloid and have a light in the side that flashes when the alarm starts going off, or is ready to go off. A couple Carnival glass swung vases in purple and green. Westinghouse display again, and various cardboards. Some more 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 cardboards. Got lots of cardboards. Some more cardboards. Okay, and some other cardboards, Smiles and Chuckles Easter sign, and some different bags, some more cardboards. Sorry, it's not focusing. Premier knife display case. I sold some of these to the movie In Cold Blood. And gifts, cardboards, more cardboards, Corset for Cold sign, more cardboards. Some of these photos I had taken for a movie company and submitted them to them for potential purchases. Some more Premier knife display cases and a Timex case. And another drugstore display. There. Anyway, hopefully you are enjoying these ones. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.